Yeah, well, I'd like to start by saying how great it was to have Roman Kimball back out there after all of his long rehab, his work with the athletic trainers and the doctors and pitching coach. Just really great to see him out there and do well. Again, the crowd was great all weekend, including today. Really appreciate that and all that support. So overall, it was a great day for us. You throw a no-hitter, you score 14 runs, play errorless baseball. Hard to ask for more than that.
When did you realize that there was a no-hitter going on, and what does it say about the guys that they were able to maintain their composure when several of them were making their first appearances here?
Yeah, Ty Good was great today. It was his first outing as a Gamecock. Also for Pitzer, for Marlott, for Dean. I mean, that's great to see. You want to have depth, and they showed that today. That today may have been our best outing all weekend. So it's great to see. It's great to see.
When did you know that was happening?
I would say that's more of a fan and a media thing. During a game, you're just trying to figure out what the next move is. You look up there, and once it was getting, we're stretching the lead, then you start to notice something like that. But early in the game, really wasn't noticing it. And then as we got towards probably the sixth, when we had really stretched the lead, then you thought, okay, that's something interesting up there. Let's see if it happens. And it did, so it was great to see that.
Hey, Mark, I know it's only one weekend, but what can you say about the job Matt Williams has done with his pitching staff through scrimmages, the fall, the preseason, and going into this weekend?
Look, he's known as one of the better pitching coaches in the country. We're happy to have him. He's a South Carolina guy, and so I think he's doing a really nice job with our pitchers. Obviously, it's a long season, but I'm seeing consistent progress out of a lot of guys, and that's always the first place you look is the pitching coach.
Only 2 innings for Roman, but 5 strikeouts. It seemed like his breaking ball was working really well. What did you think about his stuff? And would have to imagine he was pretty fired up to get out there.
Yeah, he was pretty amped up. He looked like he was putting on a full performance out there in that first inning. He had a predetermined, just so you know, he had a predetermined pitch limit that we were going to keep him at, and we were hoping 2 innings is where he would land, and he did. But thought his fastball had really good life to it. It was 93 to 95 with some serious ride, and the breaking ball was good. I think it can get better, but he's put so much work into, it's hard to know behind the scenes how much these guys have to go through to come back from Tommy John, and it was just really good to see his hard work get rewarded today. It wasn't quite like Mahoney last year, because Mahoney was a little further along and was able to go more innings, but had the same feeling of seeing a guy out there after all the hard work he had put in and just being so happy for him.
Seems like Cole Messina has gone the other way a lot this weekend, hitting the ball to right field and stuff. How much of, and you guys only had 2 home runs this weekend, how much, I guess, how happy are you with the approach of putting the ball in play, moving guys over, and, going the other way and scoring runs?
Well, he's a quality hitter. He's not just a power hitter, he's a quality hitter. And I think part of his game that's evolving is he's hitting more balls hard all over the field, not just to the pull side. So I think that's just continued hard work that he's putting in with our hitting coaches, who are doing a really nice job with him and with all our guys. So I just think that's the evolution of a hitter. Is now he knows that they're not just going to lay the ball down the middle or inside where he can hit it out of the ballpark. They're going to move it all around, and when they do pitch him away, he's showing that he can hurt teams that way as well.
Dylan Brewer, 5 RBIs this weekend. What'd you think about how he played?
Dylan, you saw why Dylan got the opening day assignment. Dylan's bat is pretty close with the other guys that he's competed with, because we have a ton of outfield depth, and the difference with Dylan is what he brings to the table defensively on the bases, speed-wise, gave him a little bit of an edge on a couple guys, which is why he got the first opportunity out there. The fact that he's hitting also as well like he did this weekend, that's just icing on the cake for him and for us.
And then with Broman, will he stay at 2 innings, 40, 50 pitches for a couple more
No,
starts,
each time with those guys, you see the pitch count grow in increments generally of 15 to 20 each time they pitch. And so I'm guessing that's about what we will do with him. Obviously, we have Becker that didn't pitch this weekend, who's been feeling really good in his bullpens as well. So we're going to have some options. We're going to have some decisions to make as we move forward. But whether it's the offense or the pitching staff, you want to have a lot of good options and have hard decisions to make, because that bodes well for everybody.
Yeah.
How much do you learn about a team over the first week of the season when there are actual games going on versus the preseason or fall or what have you?
Yeah, a little bit more than you do in inter squads. There's no question, because you could see which guys look a little nervous, which guys need more time with another team in the other dugout. I thought that was the best version I've seen of Ty Good. Even better than he had been in inter squads, and I've been told about Ty Good that when stuff gets real and stuff gets important, he finds another gear, and I think I saw that today. I saw a very confident guy on the mound today, and that was great to see. So, look, we still have a lot to learn about this team, and whether it's do we need to make decisions on left-right matchups, who's going to settle into the weekend rotation, how are we going to use bullpen guys. There's still a lot to be determined and figured out, but this was a good start.
I know you probably don't have a firm idea, but with your midweek starters this week, Tuesday and Wednesday, do you have a guy or two who you want to throw out 3, 4, 5 innings, or you think you just piece it together?
I think you'll probably see a lot of what you saw today and a little bit of yesterday. I still think we don't have a defined midweek guy yet. So I think we need to look at it and continue to give guys the ball and see if anybody really develops into that. But no, I don't have an announced starter for you right now, and we may not till probably midday Monday, I would guess.
Anything else, Coach?
All right. Thank you. Appreciate it.